Satisfactory is a game that I have recently fallen in love with. It features top-tier graphics, amazing animation, fun base building, and deeply, and I mean deeply, ADHD gameplay. With all puns intended, the gameplay is extremely satisfying, from crafting to combat to automating those hard-to-craft parts. Each sound effect, nay, every action is thought out and serviced towards player satisfaction. The ka-chunk of every lever and machine, the wooshing and whirring accompanied when you build a machine is all hand-tailored to immerse you and reward you for your efforts. After playing for a while, I really started to get the hang of the core gameplay elements within. But then I realized something sinister. I'm just doing work the entire time! Which, strangely enough, works in the game's favor. Right from the very beginning of the game, you are dropped from some kind of drop shuttle and placed into an alien world. Your one and only task is to gather, build, and automate efficient production of different parts, which you will send up to Fix-It, the company you work for and arguably the antagonist of the story. Through super secret tidbits found throughout the game, we find out that Earth is in danger, and that we are more than likely sent to this planet to help somehow.
So if you didn't know, if you stand next to one of these and you wait quite a while, there's a whole dialogue tree of them speaking to us.
You are so lucky that you found this most valuable artifact. Breaking news from Earth. Widespread chaos and mayhem. World President urges all citizens to do their part and harvest alien artifacts. Relaying message. Hello, this is Paternal Figure. I have taken ill and need your help to find a cure. Doctors say that the only remedy is...
It is worth noting that the game is only halfway done, and the story has not been fully implemented. However, the core concept of this video still remains. Once you send up your first shipment to Fix-It, they will ask you for more complex parts and in greater amounts. Once that is done, they will ask you for more and then more. This cycle continues, no doubt creating pollution and chaos in your wake. In order to save Earth, you will rip this planet and its inhabitants to shreds, bleeding every resource dry until there is nothing left. And for who? A corporate entity that you work your hardest for that will only ever demand more. Here's the problem. I can't stop playing this game. It's too fun. Like, it's way too fun. I'm talking Civ one more turn addicting here. We're talking Coca-Cola in the 1800s level of stimulation. There is a lot of love and effort put into the game, and I could sing its praises all day, but here's the real issue. It draws a good many parallels to the real world, and not in a very good way. Satisfactory is a game. It is not an actual job. Corporate simulators like this can be played and enjoyed with the knowledge of it being so. No need to worry about work hours, clocking in on time, or fretting about deadlines. This leaves room for some real enjoyment. Now, clap back to reality for a moment. We live in a world where people quite literally die from being overworked. Housing is harder to afford than ever, and corporations that don't give two shits about your livelihood run the world's economy with an iron fist. Apple, as a company, have a net worth of about $3 trillion. Economists estimate the world economy is around $85 trillion. This means that Apple controls 3.5% of the world's economy. Inextricably massive. Despite this, too many people work their whole lives striving for retirement and can never quite reach it, even through the hardest of work. Starting to sound familiar? That's right, it is the exact world that we see in Satisfactory. Your employer at Fix-It doesn't even deign to interact with the player. All your commands are given by an automated computerized voice named Ada. All your equipment is Fix-It branded. Every building and machine has their colors, their logos, and their brand. Next up is to advertise in the oceans, I guess. You are reminded that efficiency is the only value that you will be branded by. You are told from minute 1 in this game that your only objective is to serve. Your only value to fix it is your ability to effectively and efficiently deliver these parts. Hell, even when taking damage in-game, a message flashes on your screen saying, "Warning, fix-it property damage detected." Whether they are talking about the suit you're wearing or the player itself, does not matter. This is even further emphasized in other gameplay elements. I mean, after all, the only minigame in the game is, Amazon Employee Simulator 2022. Trademark pending. Another gameplay element that lends itself to this narrative are the crashed drop pods that you'll find scattered throughout the world. In gameplay, these are absolutely invaluable to your journey. They contain storage devices that unlock alternate recipes that are very useful to the expansion and production of your factory. However, in story, it paints a much different picture. All of these crash drop pods are fix-it drop pods. Not only have they sent you to this alien planet, but also countless others. And what did they do after learning of the planet's dangers? Well, they sent another. No worries though, it's only a low-ranking employee. We have countless of those. A company that only measures its employees by the value to the company and not the fact that they're, a living human being. A company that wouldn't even let you go to the bathroom if it meant chipping away at their bottom line. Please don't hurt me, Amazon. In all seriousness, the heinous mistreatment of workers and the sheer girth of Jeff Bezos' pocket because of it is a meme. However, in Satisfactory, it's a video game. The cold-hearted mistreatment of Fix-It staff can, and often is, played for jokes. But in reality, we shouldn't play it for laughs. This is the real world, where people actually live from paycheck to paycheck, actually die from overwork stress, and actually live under the thumb of a malevolent superpower. All this suffering inflicted upon them by the same type of companies that remove key features so they can sell their $200 peripherals for their phones that will intentionally slow down after about a year. The same type of companies that own 3% of the world's economy, but can't afford to let their employees take longer than 15 minutes to rest or they will lose out on key income. Now, I know what you're thinking. Hayden, did you make this video about a video game so you can complain about Apple's shitty business model? Well, you bet I did. And you, valuable viewer, watched till the near end, so thank you. And also get scammed. Satisfactory is a game about a being, either human or robot, that gets sent down to an alien planet on the behest of a faceless corporate entity. At their will, you gather, destroy, and exploit the world and its resources. You do so without question and without hesitation. Just like a company would love. You automate, you construct space elevators, and you exploit dangerous nuclear power, all for the profit margins of a company that you only know by name. At least until Tier 8.